we spoke about Kwame Brown for the past like 2 weeks, going in on everybody.
Yes.
As you should. As you should.
Okay, yeah, I think we're in agreement.
Yeah.
After 20 years of silence.
Yeah.
Now that you have a platform that you've built organically,
Mm-hmm.
that you should be able to speak your piece.
Yeah, so apparently today, Stephen A.Smith, he got on and he said, yo, people been coming at me, people been emailing me. Kwame Brown, he's put up all these YouTube videos. I'm going to respond to him tonight. So he put up his response, and it wasn't Stephen A. Smith response. It was from the ESPN official YouTube channel. So that was a sanctioned thing.
Got you.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, that's what it seemed like to me. Like,
Yes.
that was ESPN trying to get into the fray of the Kwame Brown
Sweepstakes.
Yes. We've seen a lot of people do it.
A lot of people riding the Kwame
A lot
wave.
of people are inserting their names into, stuff that just don't need to be there, because he has been clear on who he is, going at, and everybody else is trying to just get in on that. It just looks disingenuous. But Stephen A. Smith, he put his response up, and I thought his response was terrible.
It was terrible.
I thought it lacked any substance of anything that Kwame Brown has said about him in the past week and a half. He didn't answer anything directly. He just said, I don't support black people. Please, get out of here. It wasn't, this is what I've done for black people. This is what I do for black men. It wasn't any of that stuff. And then what he did was he tried to humiliate him again, instead of giving me, like, just owning up. You violated for years, and just give me an apology. And remember, I said, if we comparing that apology response to Charlamagne's response was way better than that.
Yeah,
even though
even if people felt Charlamagne's response was disingenuous,
right,
on the surface, it was a true apology.
Right.
So
Stephen A. Smith, he put up a montage of Kwame Brown's lowlights again, which shows me that it wasn't. He had no real. He was trying to show no real effort to make anything right or to quell anything. He just wanted to pump it up even more.
Ride the wave,
and that's all that was for. Like, he mentioned, and what this whole thing showed me as well, with Kwame Brown, the Joe Budden, the Charlamagne the God stuff. What all of this has showed me in the past like month and change is that these dudes, these people who are on these major platforms, watch YouTube.
Yes.
They watch what's happening in the YouTube streets.
Yes.
And they're now starting to like really address these things kind of directly or semi, you know what I mean?
Indeed.
Because he even mentioned him going at Boyce Watkins, and people in the mainstream, they don't really mention Boyce Watkins
at
anymore.
all.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I just thought that was interesting. But what was your take on it?
My take on it was embarrassing. It wasn't Stephen A. like, in terms of him always trying to over-articulate things.
Yeah.
Right? He has a tendency to do that, over-articulate things. I thought he was going to take the higher road and say, because remember, his first response or tweet was, I don't have nothing to say. Let this man have his moment.
Yeah.
So I thought he thought that would be just a moment, and now this has turned into a movement.
Yeah.
Right? So when you show someone's lowlights, I can take them same lowlights of LeBron James or Michael Jordan over a course of time and put together a montage of plays that make Michael Jordan look like shit. So when he did that, it was him doubling down and proving Kwame's point, which was, you ragged me. So now what you do is you just double down and rag him again. Then you started naming names. Me and Steven Jackson, and then you went at Matt Barnes and Boyce Watkins, and what that showed is that they were all in cahoots, right? That's the fraternity, the good old boys, the corporate boys who operate from that point of view. So Stephen A. Smith took all of his time to prove Kwame's point, that you are a bully. You know what I'm saying? And now Kwame's old enough and has his own platform and can fight. Now, the platform is not as big as ESPN's platform,
right,
but it also demonstrates and shows to me, we speak a lot about corporate America here. and how it handcuffs those who play the corporate game.
Yeah.
Now, some of it is warranted. If you own a restaurant, you say we don't serve people with bare feet. I get it. Or our company here, we don't allow smoking. So whatever the rules and regulations are of that corporation, you abide by.
Right.
However, when truth is involved and that corporation wants to go out on the limb to make itself seem relevant,
right,
like following gay issues or whatever issues, you are forced, whether you believe in that shit or not, to get behind that.
Yeah.
What Kwame is representing is the polar opposite. He represents us.
Right.
We're not paid by corporate America. We can literally say whatever it is that we want to say. And you're seeing the two dichotomies of that take place right now.
Yeah.
Stephen A.Smith needed permission. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
Because ESPN is the one who put them videos together. And he tried to make this man look bad. And he also said some incriminating things like, nobody came at you personally. And he mentioned Charlemagne the God. That's a goddamn lie. Charlemagne did come at him personally because he mentioned his family.
Yep.
Stephen A. Smith, what part of you mentioning his family was not personal?
And what's also really telling about that is when you mention Charlemagne, that means you heard what he said about Charlemagne.
Absolutely.
You are fully aware of what the accusations are about Charlemagne.
Absolutely. You know the entire story.
And everybody is just, I don't know.
And see, that's, I came up with this sitting on the toilet, and I don't get too personal.
Okay.
Those are my thinking moments. I go through my head movies. And it seems to be loyalty over integrity.
Yes.
And what happens is,
I didn't think that was a really deep statement but go ahead.
Well, let me quantify the statement, because we spoke a lot about integrity.
Right.
And right is right and wrong is wrong. But no, my loyalty to you my mans. So even if you my mans and you wrong, I gotta rock and roll with you. So you're seeing that with Charlemagne the God and all of this. Now, but there should be an exception to those rules. And I think anything that harms children,
I agree,
and beating up women,
I
that
agree.
needs to be the rule, the ultimate rule, fam. Now, if you got caught in the PPP scam, I get it. Everybody trying to hustle, make a few dollars, I'm going to rock with my man. Or even if you get into some street beef and it went a little too far, listen, that's my man. But there needs to be exceptions to every rule. Charlemagne the God, the accusations are at the exception to the rule.
Right.
And no one is addressing it.
Right.
It's a big elephant in the room. So where does this loyalty over integrity die? Because all of these guys are getting together now, Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes, and now they have to decide how they want to address this so-called loose cannon. And he ain't loose at all.
Yeah.
But this is what, you know what I mean? Because he working with his mama's cooking.
Yeah.
And I was speaking to Griff, and Griff said that should be the name of his book.
Yeah.
Mama's Cooking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As he chronicles his story. So this is a homegrown kid who is not following any roadmap. He's just going for it. And they have an issue and problem with it because the underground is real. This YouTube thing is real. They're watching me and you. But because we haven't eclipsed, for whatever reason, because we've been at 50,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
It seems like forever, but that's okay. Because what's going on is we haven't eclipsed a certain invisible window yet that says we're relevant.
Right.
Now, with that being said, it leads me to say we have to protect what it is here that we do. Because it's easy to get caught into that and try to ride the gravy train and throw some shit out there and hope Kwame mention our name so we can get 50 extra thousand. Like, we have to maintain our integrity, because this YouTube thing is turning, the motherfuckers are starting to believe they stars.
Yeah.
This is intoxicating.
Yes.
It's more intoxicating than regular TV now.
Yes.
Because it's unscripted in a lot of cases, but it definitely goes to show, to your point, they are all watching. And it was meant.